What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy MORDIN. So, as you can see, I'm driving, but about an hour or so ago, I watched a video from Sammy addressing the recent issue of Shatta Wale and the promoters in Wolverhampton. There were a few points he made, and I thought I should also say a few things because of my video yesterday. First and foremost, it is nice that at least there is an official communique coming out that one can actually follow and understand a few things. But then also a few questions. I was triggered by a few things. Maybe trigger is not a right word, but of course I had a few questions in mind as at when the things were coming up. So according to Sammy from his narration, there was an extra demand outside the scope of what the contract stipulated, right? Now, I don't know if within the contract they have other things that needs to be catered for. So in case, let's say, something urgent comes up, what needs to be done, I don't know if that was catered for in the contract. And so for that, I can't speak on. But what I know is that Shatta Wale's team requested a helicopter or chopper to ferry them from their base in London to Wolverhampton because it's about a 3 to 4 hour journey. This was possible, or this became a necessity because of Shatta Wale's health. Apparently, he got ill while in London and had to be taken care of, and so because of that, he didn't want to risk it. He still wanted to perform, but still wanted to give them an option where he could actually travel to the place and still meet his fans and be there. And also, I get it. Initially, I made you guys understand that he never announced that he was going for a European tour or a UK tour, which is absolutely right. They just said that because of the incoming single release with the birthday of himself and the girlfriend Mali, they decided to stay in there, do a few promotional works and all that stuff, and that is the main reason why they plan to stay in London for about a month. Right now, the Wolverhampton show was supposed to be in 2 days' time, right, on the 4th. So if they are back in Ghana now, my question is, was this return flight ticket already booked, or is it just that they just booked it right now just so they can come because of the show and all that kind of stuff? But according to Sammy Shatta Wale was ready indeed to perform, which is a good thing. Now, another pointer he made was that the guy from Bizzle Entertainment is just like a cover-up promoter, right? That there are other people behind the scenes who are pulling the strings, and they were communicated to, and there was no compromise reached. I mean, no further suggestions were made by the other people or the actual promoters of the show to sort of like negotiate Shatta Wale's request of a chopper or a helicopter to come pick him from London to Wolverhampton. Now, another alternative of something I could have also thought of would be maybe a train ride where you do like a VIP train. You book a VIP train ticket. It would have been okay. Shatta Wale can still have a place in there to rest and sleep or move around if he wants to move, because of course with the train you feel free in there and you can just move up and down. So there are several things that could have been done, but for some weird reason, according to what Sammy says, it's like immediately they said they needed a chopper, the actual people just ignored the whole thing directly. They just told them no. So because of that, they could do nothing about it, right? Which is actually very sad to hear. So this is, to me, this could have been saved in a beautiful way, right? I believe both sides could have done a little bit better. So, for example, Shatta Wale's team reaching out to say we want a chopper, maybe could have also approached it in a different way by saying, hey, this is the health situation we have at hand with our artist, and he's willing to still perform. But what are the options? And when it comes to flying from or moving from London to Wolverhampton, do we have flight options? Do we have train options? Which one makes more sense time-wise, so that I don't stress myself, and then communication might start from that angle. Sometimes even a tour bus could have been booked where Shatta can actually sleep on it or something like that. Not really a tour bus, but you have this Wohnwagen. Sorry, I'm using the German word, where it's like you can actually sleep in it, right? These are rides where it's comfortable. You can sleep. There is a bed and everything in there, so it can still transfer them. So look at it like a tour bus, but like a mini one. And that would have been a lot cheaper than what a chopper could have been. But at the same time, it's about comfort. It's about reaching to the person so they are not stressed in one space and all that kind of stuff. And they can move as and when they want to, and rest when they want to rest. Because that is what it's all about. At the end of the day, when you are traveling, you want to be in a situation where you are not being stressed in any case. Especially because you are going to perform to an audience who may want to see that energy they've been seeing on TV or on YouTube, etc. They really want to see that kind of vibe from you. So I get it. I understand. And also maybe the promoters could have also offered after they heard the chopper thing, they could have also suggested other alternatives to transportation, like I just said. So both sides could have done a little bit better. And I can also understand that from the promoter's point of view, that of course, if we have agreed on, let's say, X amount of money to pay you, in this case it was £20,000, and £10,000 was already paid. Of course, if you are going to charge anything else, people also want to make profit when they are making their show, right? So it was a 2,400 capacity, and so they were selling the tickets around £17, and I think £17. So you could also argue from the standpoint that, hey, they've calculated their own stuff, and maybe the price margins is okay for them, and booking a chopper or a helicopter is going to add up to their cost, and for that matter reduce their their profit margins, right? And something like this must be talked about. Maybe they'll appeal to Shatta that, okay, we can do the chopper for you, but maybe the balance will reduce it by X amount of money or something like that, so that the consensus will be raised. Because for me, the most important thing is always about the fans, right? These people haven't seen Shatta Wale in action for years, right? I think the last time Shatta Wale was in London was like 5 years ago or so. And so it makes sense that at least some of these compromises will be made. So I'm appealing to Shatta Wale's team, Sammy Flex, that maybe next time we should all look at it from a different perspective, because by and large there is a certain narrative that is being formed about artist Shatta Wale, and it's not a good one. And we work with individuals, we work with people. This same promoter today might go on to host a few other shows and will have let's say will become a big player, and because of this experience, if maybe they feel bad about it and all that kind of stuff, next time it might come back to haunt brand Shatta Wale. Likewise, promoters also should be very wary of some of these things and make room, logistical preparations ahead of time, that things can happen. So in case anything is urgent, how do you handle this situation so that the artist will come on board and the fans will be happy in the end, right? Because right now it's going to put a dent on the promotions, the promotions company. And anytime they are going to organize a show, people will be like, these people can never host the show well, or maybe it's not going to happen because of last minute cancellations. And these are the very reasons why most Ghanaians abroad do not go for shows, because you book a ticket online and nothing is happening. They usually want to see the artist present in the country, and until the day of the show, for them to go to the venue to actually pay and be part of it. These are some of the reasons, right? These are some of the reasons. And so this is just my take on it. I hope we all learn something from this, and hopefully the two camps, the promotions company and Shatta Wale, all bounces back in a good way. My name is MORDIN. I hope you enjoyed this one. Let me know if there's anything you think about this whole thing. And as you always know, if anybody comes to you with a negative vibe, turn around with a smile and say, peace out. I'm driving. I'll just continue right now. Enjoy a good one. Ciao.